Hello, this is Jack Yost, your business professor. I want to welcome you to Chapter 6, Entrepreneurship. And I want to start with a brief vignette about advising entrepreneurs, small business owners, as they seek venture capital, as they look for money. And one of the things I find fascinating is that every time I would work with startup companies, and the funders, is that every time that the funder or the investor or the venture capitalist or the angel investor looks at a business plan, the first place they look for in the plan is not the product, not the great idea, not even the intellectual property so much, not even the financials. The first place that the investor looks at is the tab marked management team. The first place they look for is the caliber of the team in place, the people that the entrepreneur has surrounded himself. Who sits on his board of advisors? Who sits on his board of directors? Who has he attracted him to himself? Not necessarily what his product is, but who he is and who he's attracted around him. The one word that describes management, as the alert student will remember, is relationships, and this could very well be the one word that describes entrepreneurs, is relationships. Not so much the product or the magnificent obsession, to be sure, but the relationships that he has around him. That'll be our theme as we discuss Chapter 6 on entrepreneurship in Management Theory and Practice 323. Let's look at our learning objectives for today. We will describe why people become entrepreneurs and what it takes personally, summarize how to assess opportunities to start a new company, identify common causes of success and failure, discuss common management challenges, explain how to increase your chances of success, including good business planning, describe how managers of large companies can foster entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship, defined, is the process by which enterprising individuals initiate, manage, and assume the risks and rewards associated with a business venture. A small business is a business having fewer than 100 employees, is independently owned and operated, not dominant in its field, and not characterized by many innovative practices. An entrepreneur venture is a new business having growth and high profitability as primary objectives. Some myths about entrepreneurship, some common lies. This mythology is that anyone can start a business. No, entrepreneurs are gamblers. Not at all. Entrepreneurs want the whole show to themselves. Some do, but not all. Entrepreneurs are their own bosses and completely independent, which they are not. They are not an island unto themselves. Apologies to John Dunne. Entrepreneurs work harder than managers in big companies. Just the opposite is often the case. Entrepreneurs experience a great deal of stress. Any business manager experiences stress. Entrepreneurs are motivated solely by the quest for the dollar, and this is certainly not the case. Money is never, very seldom, the sole motivator for entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs seek power and control over others. Not at all. If an entrepreneur is talented, then success will happen quickly. That's not true in any field. Any entrepreneur with a good idea can raise venture capital, and that is not true at all. It's not the ideas, it's the caliber of the management team in place. If an entrepreneur has enough startup capital, he or she can't miss. No, we've seen some good ideas and management teams burn up a whole lot of capital. Unless you attained a high score on your SAT or GMATs, you'll be a successful entrepreneur, and that's almost irrelevant. Entrepreneurs are individuals who establish a new organization without the benefit of a corporate sponsorship. Intrapreneurs, these are new venture creators working inside big companies. Who is the entrepreneur? The idea. A great product, a viable market, and good timing are essential ingredients for any recipe for success. And the opportunity. An entrepreneur should consider opportunities in technological discoveries, demographic changes, lifestyle and taste changes, economic dislocations, calamities, government initiatives, and rule changes. Franchising. An entrepreneur alliance between a franchisor, which is an innovator who has created at least one successful store and wants to grow, and a franchisee, a partner who manages a new store of the same type in a new location. The internet. To use the internet, we should look at different models of fee transaction model, where we charge fees for goods and services, a subscription model charging fees for site visits, advertising support model charging fees to advertise on a site. The internet can be used as a channel of distribution as an intermediary model, charging fees to bring buyers and sellers together. Affiliate model, charging fees to direct site visitors to other companies' sites. And the side street effect. As you head down a road, unexpectedly opportunities begin to appear. So, what does it take personally to be an entrepreneur? Commitment and determination, leadership, opportunity, obsession, tolerance for risk, ambiguity, and uncertainty, risk, ambiguity, and uncertainty even more than a traditional manager, creativity, self-reliance, and the ability to adapt and the motivation to excel. Here we see on figure 6.3 the entrepreneurial strategy matrix of success and failure, where we anticipate risk, control the role of the economic environment, utilize business incubators, realize that there are common management challenges, and going public with an initial public offering on IPO. Success and failure. Business incubators. These are protected environments for new, small businesses, usually sponsored by a larger entity, sometimes government. Common management challenges. That one of the most common challenges is one of survival, growth, delegation, a misuse of funds. Sometimes there are poor controls, mortality, going public, and sometimes the entrepreneurs just don't like the work that they're doing. The initial public offering is the sale to the public for the first time of federally registered and underwritten shares of stock in the company. Opportunity analysis is part of planning. A description of the good or the service, and an assessment of the opportunity, and assessment of the entrepreneur, specification of activities and resources needed to translate your idea into a viable business, and your sources of capital. Opportunity analysis. The business plan. This is the formal planning step that focuses on the entire business venture and describes all the elements involved in starting it. And here we have an outline of a business plan according to your text. There are 5 key factors: the people, the opportunity, the competition, the context, risk and reward. And note that the text and this slide correctly places the people as at the top of the list as the first of 5 key factors. Non-financial resources of legitimacy, networks, top management teams, advisory boards, and partners. Legitimacy. This is people's judgment of a company's acceptance, appropriateness, and desirability, generally stemming from company goals and methods that are consistent with societal values. Social capital. This is the competitive advantage in the form of relationships with other people and the image of other people that other people have of you. Building support for your idea. Clear the investment with your immediate boss if you're inside a company now. Make cheerleaders who will support your idea. Horse trading. For support, time, money, and other resources. This is simply the best form of office politics. Get the blessing of relevant higher level officials. Continuing, building intrapreneurship. Skunkworks. This is a project team designated to produce a new innovative product. Lockheed Martin probably has the best example of Skunkworks. As they designed some new aircraft under Kelly Johnson. Bootlegging. This is the informal work on projects other than those officially assigned of employees' own choosing and initiative. Managing intrapreneurship is risky. Sometimes there's a failing to foster innovation. There's an over-reliance on a single project, and sometimes the entrepreneurial efforts are spread over too many projects. Entrepreneurial orientation. This is the tendency of an organization to identify and capitalize successfully on opportunities to launch new ventures by entering new or established markets with new or existing goods or services. Characteristics of entrepreneurial orientation: allow independent action, innovativeness, risk-taking, proactiveness, and competitive aggressiveness. Let us stop there In concluding our chapter on entrepreneurship, I invite you to complete the assignments and email the assignments to me at your earliest convenience. This is Jack Yost, your business professor, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Thank you.